Hey everyone, just me and Sally today. It's paint day. Yesterday we washed the bus with this Simple Green, it's a copy or whatever, and then we have some Rust-Oleum, or the rust converter. We haven't put that on yet, and then I think we've shown the goo gone. It's worked pretty well. Spray gel. What we did is made the diluted Simple Green, and there's a nail hole in the top so she could spray it on the bus and wipe it in with a rag. And then I'd come right behind her with some clean water, mostly clean water at least, again with a hole in the bottom. I'd spray that on and wipe the Simple Green off, because you don't want any of that residue on there for when the paint goes on. And before that, we spent more than a couple hours getting all the adhesive off. This stuff was the worst, really. The reflective tape adhesive. But then there's also sticker adhesive that we had to go over. You had to go over it once with a razor blade scraper and the goo gun, and then go over it again afterwards with goo gun and a rag to get off the residual residue. I drilled these rivets out. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting them out. I don't want to bend anything or break anything. So this is plastic. We're planning on putting those back on. Probably I might take a fine brush and just try and brush in here. I'm not sure yet. Otherwise I think they're just glued on, so I could probably just silicone it back on. But yeah, it's all clean. We went over it with a medium coarse sponge, one of those sanding block sponges. I wasn't super impressed with them, but it should be sand enough. I tried to look up how coarse the sandpaper should be, and a lot of things were saying, like for cars, like 400 grit. I think what we grabbed was like 80 or even 120. I guess I'll show you inside. I don't remember the last time I showed. Well, we got two panels out. All the screws are out. No, stay down there. Wait. I got all the wiring channels taken out. We still need to take out the sheet metal panels. All these screws are out. Those screws on the floor need to come out still. But we're going to leave the rubber mat in until we're done with the roof raise and demo. All the fixtures are out except for one speaker up front. And I've started taking apart the panel here. So I took out the stop sign, which is over there. So then I took out the stop sign control panel, and then there was that thing right there was right here, which also controlled the stop sign, so I took that out. Pretty dusty in there. There's a couple more things I need to take out. I disconnected the emergency buzzer, the emergency door buzzer, and then this was also part of the stop sign control panel. There's a screw in the back that I couldn't get to with my drill, so I'll have to get a screwdriver later and hopefully get that off. But a lot of this stuff is going to come out because you got all these there's interior light, 2 switches for interior lights and driver's dome, and all those are out. Strobe's coming out. Emergency door light is going to be coming out. And then the passenger heaters is going to come out. Then that's probably it. This audio level thing might come out. But I'm going to keep all the switches just in case I want to use them for something. It'd be kind of cool to wire some. I'm not sure how it would be wired, but like wire the interior lights. So right when you walk in, reach over there, flip them on, they all come on, something like that. Be kind of like a kill switch for all the lights. But I'll have to see because all the house batteries are going to be in the back, so I'd have to run up here and then run back. So that may just not, I may just take them all out or leave them in because I don't have any blocks for them. But a lot of the sheet metal are actually, I was originally just thinking I'd scrap for free. But we're actually, I think I'm going to hold on to it in case we want to use it for patches on the floor. We haven't pulled up, the plywood looks okay. I'm hoping the plywood's going to be okay. But pull the plywood up and look at the sheet metal, see if that's bad. I think it's going to be okay too. But like the hole I took the stop sign out of, that's got to be patched over, so I'll clip some of the sheet metal from the heater vents out and silicone that down, and we can rivet it later if we want to, or just put some sheet metal screws. We got a ton of those now. But that actually goes into the bus. And that's the hole where the radio is, which I'm probably going to replace as well. May reuse the speakers. I think what they did with the radio is they took, I think it was a 17 watt by 4 speaker radio, and then wired it to 8 speakers, and that's why they weren't very good driving home with. But yeah, I just wiped down the bus, just make sure there wasn't any dew on it, and make sure there wasn't any pollen and stuff on it. So it's ready to go. Good day for, pretty good day for painting. It's supposed to be partly cloudy at least for the next hour or two, and high of 80. Humidity is a little high though, it's 85% right now, but I think that'll it doesn't feel that humid, but hopefully that'll dry up a little bit. It's supposed to rain, potential to rain tonight, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be dry by the end of this evening with the heat and eventual sun. But I'm just painting here, 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 and on the other side I'm not painting the bottom of there because I'll show you, I need to put rust converter on it. So I might, if I've got time, this should only take me a couple hours, but if I got time I might start applying some of that rust converter here. It's supposed to sit overnight though, although the Rust-Oleum direction said a couple hours. So, but you know, actually I might paint that. It's not really rusty. The only thing we really need to convert is this and the black paint, which we might get a pint or two of the black paint to spot touch. Some of this stuff needs to be redone. We'll see. That's all in the future right now. The deal is just get it green, get it so we can legally drive it, and then it's off to the welder and the sheet metal dealer to try and figure out how we're going to roof raise this. I've got some help from my neighbor. Show the inside. The side doesn't get stuck again, which is highly likely. I tied her up over there so she wouldn't get stuck on the bus and running into her legs, and now she's getting stuck in all the bushes. Anyways. So here's the inner bracket, or the brace. And so then all the screws on the outside, let's see, they're all screws that are ground down, it looks like. Yeah, sure enough. Something like that. I gotta take all this stuff out, which is all welded on, so I'll have to grind all that off, which kind of sucks, but hopefully I can break most of it off once I grind it down just a little bit. But this should be hollow on the other side, so sorry, I'm just thinking here, because I tried taking that screw out yesterday. I tried to take one of these screws out, and that's why I can't take them out, because they're all, whatever they did, cut them off or whatever there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to take them. I might have to chisel all those out. But anyway, my neighbor was thinking, okay, take the windows out and then get a U piece just to go over this, which would be down here. We're going to cut it here. So then if we're going to raise it a foot, go a foot on either end, and then just put it over there. Sheet metal, self-tapping sheet metal screws into that, then drive it to the welder, have him work on it for an hour or two, just to spot weld it, tack weld everything. Or the other possibility is put it on the inside, which we then have to do it from the outside. So that's something I want to talk to the welder about. So yeah, all these are not actually screws. They were screws and then they're ground off on the inside. So I think, let's see. So there's 6 there. Oh, but I can't see them because the windows are in place. Yeah, I won't be able to tell until I take the windows out. But I'd say, I don't know actually, they might be. They might just be screwed in then. It might just be the ones that are ground off or the fake rivets. Oh, they look like rivets, don't they? I don't know, I'll have to look at that later. But he was saying it might be good just to, instead of cutting the back here above the door, just take all those rivets out and then raise it. And then, yeah, I'll have to take this whole thing to look at them. But it's looking pretty good. He's got a jack system figured out already for us. He's getting pretty interested in the project. He's got scaffold jacks for the bottom of the scaffolds. I don't know, he's probably got like 15 of them or something. It's just a plate on the bottom with a big, I don't know, 1.5 inch threaded rod coming up, and then it's got like a big ass wing nut on it. You just turn the wing nut and then that raises the wing nut. So he's saying, well, just get some 1.5 inch PVC and you can use that later for your drainage or whatever. And put 4 or 6 of those in there, the 4x4 to hold up the roof, and you should be able to just jack them all up. Are you stuck? Huh? Let's see. Where did the doggy go? Goes through there, goes through there, over there, around a couple trees. Oh, there she is. What are you doing? You stuck? Are you looking for something? Well, I'm gonna get her loose here. I'll do a quick video after the painting's done. Make sure it looks alright.